It's Chris from LaserLemming.com, and I have been attacked by a YouTube user named Harley Scalington. She made a video about my Splatoon rant video. In that video I'm talking about how Splatoon doesn't have voice chat. It's awful, it's terrible, it's the end of the world, it's Armageddon itself. It's not a good thing. She said, hey, I made a video about this, you should check it out. So what she did was she took my Splatoon video and she played large portions of it and interjected with her own thoughts and commentary. Sometimes she talked over me. I'm not going to do that same format because I'm not going to make a commentary about my game commentary. It doesn't make any sense. So we're going to keep it simple and we're just going to do it like this. If you think I'm doing her an injustice, just watch the whole video and you can compare notes. So what she was generally saying is that Splatoon is a game for everyone. It's a game for casuals and hardcore alike. It's a game for adults, but it's also a game for kids. And she thought maybe I was generalizing by saying that, you know, at this point, Wii U is a hardcore gamer's console. There's less than 10 million sold, and Nintendo is pumping out sequel after sequel for the fans. These aren't games for casuals. So the people that are buying Splatoon know what they're doing. They know how voice chat works. They know how to mute. They know how to unmute. They know what they're doing. And they're not going to suddenly feel attacked when they heard a bad word in a game. But she disagrees. She said, you know, this game is rated E10+, and soccer moms are going to come slamming that game down at the Walmart employee's face saying, why did you make my son hear this bad word? And then she brought up the counterpoint that, you know, a lot of 10-year-olds are playing Call of Duty, right? But there's accountability there because that game is rated M. It's got that 17+ on there, so they gotta say, hey, you're a dumb bimbo. Splatoon, E10+, no voice chat, no worries, right? No strategizing either. And I gotta say, I own Splatoon. It is a fun game. And Turf War, that's the main mode where it's like 3-minute long matches and all you're doing is painting the walls and the floors. Doesn't really need voice chat. It's not that important. I said it. I own the game now. It's not that important. However, the other modes is pretty damn important, I would say. And I know because it doesn't exist. There's no voice chat. Those other modes, they're longer and they have more rules and they require more strategizing. But you can't strategize at all because you can't talk to nobody. Her video is called Inklings Don't Even Speak English. I would argue that half of the Splatoon audience doesn't speak English either. If you play online, you can see that a lot of these names, these usernames, are written in that weird squiggly writing, Japanese. But I digress. I think Japanese people want to strategize too, not just curse. And she brought up that whole E10+ rating because, you know, the game is rated E10+. It's for everybody 10 and up. And she said that that is the reason that you can't voice chat. There's no talking online. They can't do it. There's no way around it. But usually, I don't own Splatoon physically, I have it digitally, so I don't have a box to look at the back on. But usually with games that have online capability, whether they be rated E10+ or M, it has a little footnote that says, online interactions are not rated by the ESRB. What they're saying there is, when your 10-year-old learns how to start swearing and calling people bitches and faggot, that's because you let your 10-year-old play this game, or we can't control the community. We can't control the community. We can't control what people say. All we can control is what is in the game already. And that even includes games that don't have voice chat. Believe it or not. That footnote is usually there. I believe probably Smash Brothers has it too, and Mario Kart too. And that's because, you know, if Joe Sixpack is playing Splatoon without his voice chat, but he decides, hey, this wall needs a penis painted on it. So he just splats up a dick on the wall. All of a sudden, you know, Mom walks in and sees a dick on the wall. She can't get mad because Nintendo didn't program that dick on the wall. They just programmed the ability for you to draw the dick on the wall. And the ESRB didn't put the dick on the wall. Joe Sixpack put the dick on the wall. Or, more likely, Timmy Two-Pack, little 10-year-old that you raised, put the dick on the wall because he thinks dicks are funny. So that's why the ESRB has this little footnote. And it's not a valid excuse to me. And I don't think Harley thinks it's a valid excuse either, because she agreed with my point that at least friends should be able to chat online. And I'm not the first person to make that point. I'm not the last person to make that point either. People are going to keep saying to Nintendo, why can't I at least chat with my friends? Especially in a game like Splatoon, where it's so much about strategizing. Mario Kart, it could have used voice chat. But we know how to play Mario Kart. We know what the end game is every time. You go from the start to the finish 3 times, you're done. You shoot the shells. You know how to play Mario Kart. And there's no strategizing. Unless you're playing a battle mode, an online battle mode, don't play Mario Kart 8's battle mode. It's not very good. But if you are in some kind of team battle mode, or even a competitive battle mode, you want voice chat because you want to be able to trash talk. Same thing goes for Smash Brothers, same thing goes for Splatoon. It's any online game that Nintendo could be employing voice chat to make it more fun, they should be. Because couch multiplayer is fun, and Nintendo understands that. And all of that is the interaction you get with people. So the fact that Nintendo actively chose not to include it is not something really defensible. And the fact that you agree with me that it would be more fun if friends could play online totally undercuts your defense. You're tripping all over yourself to defend Nintendo's reasoning behind not including it, while at the same time saying, yeah, they should have included it, at least for friends. But they didn't. So I don't think you really have a point here. If y'all disagree with me, you can put it in the comment section below. You can let me know. But I would like to say about her video, I thought the drawings thing was cool. I liked it. I liked how you had different drawings for different expressions. I thought you got a little bit patronizing at times, and that's why I didn't want. Another reason I didn't want to do the same video format you did, because some of it bordered on rude a little bit. But you know, that's the internet. I get rude too. I would like to say though, I did read the comments. I expected them to be a lot nastier. The people were pretty cool. They weren't really talking about me, with the exception of maybe one person. So, I mean, that means the people like you, at least. Good for you. Good for you. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Even you, Harley Scalington, let's chat it out. Let's chat it up. I think this is a problem with Nintendo fans as a whole, though. A lot of Nintendo fans just go out of their way to defend any decision they make. And I think Nintendo really was making progress until the whole Swap Note fiasco. If you don't know what that is, the 3DS had this app called Swap Note where you could draw pictures and send them to friends and all that. Turns out Japanese pedophiles were using it to lure children and get information. And Nintendo didn't like that. It scared the shit out of Nintendo. Scared Nintendo all the way back to 2002 when, you know, their online was pretty much non-existent. They said, you know what? They pretty much, like, they shut the whole thing down, and I understand, but at the same time, though, you gotta keep moving forward, and you can't continuously go out of your way to be backwards on this thing. Star Fox, as of right now, there's no voice chat in Star Fox, and that's because there's no online in Star Fox, and people want it. I mean, you have this whole mentality that, you know, these are Nintendo games, they're about the single player, but they're not. Star Fox 64, back in the day, it was a multiplayer game. We played a lot of multiplayer. Played a lot of GoldenEye multiplayer, and you better believe if Rare was making games for Nintendo right now, they would be championing voice chat if they could. And we'll see where this goes with games in the future. I would like to see Nintendo try harder, and I would like to see Nintendo fans be a little more critical of Nintendo, because Nintendo's in an echo chamber right now. They always hear all the good things from their 9 million fans that own the Wii U, and a lot of them are not just singing the praises of Nintendo, but the ones that do, they go out of their way to let Nintendo know that they should just keep doing what they're doing. And Nintendo doesn't see the Wii U as a success. So when the NX launches, probably next year, they're going to try to change some things. They're going to try to change some things. And I think as a Nintendo fan, it doesn't do you any good to go out of your way to defend every decision they make. You want to be critical of the companies you love because you want them to actually do things that you like. You want them to put out games that have features that you would use. Don't say that voice chat sucks anyway. Why not make it an option? Why not make it an option? Don't say, well, Call of Duty sucks, Madden sucks, Need for Speed sucks. We don't need those games anyway. Let me tell you something. Nintendo wants all of those games. So if Nintendo wants those games on their platforms, they should start acting like they want those games on their platforms. Meaning they have the power that those games require. Meaning that they have the features, that they make it easy for developers to do the things that they want to do. But that's my totally unbiased thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think of this video? Do you want to see more response videos? Well, make some more. Make some more response videos about me, and we'll keep the conversation active. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. See you next time.